Wh- Hang on just 1 second. I'm currently dealing with, how to handle my Soras at the moment from the destruction that occurred today. Because I'm a sad man. I'm a sad man right now. From everything that took place today. As melodramatic as this is still legitimate. These are my feelings being showcased. The real me. Hey Tack, how are you? I feel awful, but how are you, Ultra Pranks? I hope you're having a wonderful night so far. I'm waiting for you to ask why. Why? What's wrong? So that I can go on my tirade. As to what exactly went down today. Even though, like, the title says it all. I'm just more annoyed than anything, I suppose. How was the Raycon shopping spree? Says Jim Allen. It was, it went fine. It was what it was. I bought out the entire store because at one point or another I owned a unit of everything that they have ever had. So, not going too poorly, I would say, when it comes to the shopping spree. How come? Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Well, actually, before that, I should probably move on to the just chatting window. Hang on. So, what happened today is that I bought one stupid box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? So, like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards or like the boxes, they come with a certain amount of, like, guaranteed rarities of certain cards that you're supposed to get. So imagine my shock when instead of 3 ultra rares, which are like the ones with the gold text on it, I actually just ended up getting 2, and they happened to be also the 2 worst ones in the entire set. So I'm like, okay, this is extremely weird. This is really weird. Because like even if it had been like 3 bad ultra rares, then I would have been like, fine. I mean, like, this is just what the box is. But the box, in terms of pricing, has also been like hyper inflated. So I'm not too happy about paying extra for it. It was like $90 for that box, for that stupid box. And I pretty much got nothing in return for it. Like, those were $90 down the f***ing drain. And I feel absolutely terrible for that. I'm going to have to make that up somehow. Of course, it's extremely wasteful. However, I'm trying to get a refund as much as like as hard as I possibly can. However, I don't really see that happening necessarily because Konami is just like that. And the card shop was like, no refunds. It just means that you just got a bad box, like, this is just the kind of business that you get yourself into when you buy boxes like this. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. Okay. If a certain amount of cards is guaranteed to be here, then those should be here, for f***'s sake. So yeah, I'm fighting to get my money back. So I got my new JBL headphones. Ah, sick. How do you like them? Did you make sure you used the YouTuber's code for it? I'm sure that you're talking to JBL about that. I don't think that there are codes for getting discounts on cards, unfortunately. So about the Logitech K845, I wouldn't say it's a budget mechanical keyboard. It's more for people who want a more professional look or more classy look, but feels like a gaming keyboard. So are you happy with it then? I mean, like, would you say that this is what you wanted? I also got myself some masks for whenever I go back to school. Oh, Okay, cool. Yeah, that's right. People might still have to wear face masks actually when they go back to school. My backpack comes in near late July, early August. Okay. Did you order the Nike bag that you wanted? Jim Allen, audiophile and mechanical keyboards are two hobbies that are making me bro. I'm sure that that audiophile headphones in particular are like especially expensive in comparison to mechanical keyboards. Delta is becoming worse. Delta? Yeah, the Nike backpack. What do you mean by Delta? What Delta? Who's Delta? Yes, the JBL headphones are great. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's good. Speaking of headphones. Today, I also purchased 2 review units. I purchased the Sony WH-1000 XM4s. Over here, I currently own the XM3s. However, this is one that people still have quite a bit of interest for, and I actually kind of want to test out their earbuds as well. So I will be touching on that at some point. And then I have a pair of the Beats Studio Buds. This is actually, yeah, this is actually going to be like the very first pair of Beats that I ever review on the channel. And it looks like battery life on this, like per charge, seems to be pretty good. According to the ratings at least, but you know, we will have to see on that, of course. You should try Jabra or JBL in a future review. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. I should look into that at some point. Did you see the new Elgato webcam? Yes. Yes, I did see it, in fact. And honestly, it looks pretty good. I was surprised. I was just like, it just had to be Elgato. And I knew that that was like the last thing that they were missing in their lineup for streamers. But they also added like an audio interface too. Like they really tried to like deck everything out so that you can get everything from Elgato. Except that they don't have XLR microphones at the moment. So you know, like if you're gonna go with that interface, you're expected to use non-XLR. I mean non-Elgato ones. Elgato made a new Go XLR. Well, I wouldn't really call it a Go XLR. It's just an audio interface, I'll have you know. It's very different. Have you seen the Steam Deck yet? I have. I ordered one. Well, I reserved one, I should say. And I'm very excited for it. I find the timing of that posting to be so convenient because like pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch OLED were yesterday, and then that's when this gets announced, and which to me it's very much saying, hey, do not buy a Nintendo Switch OLED. What are you doing? Get this instead. This can play the games that you wanted. This is the performance boost that you've been asking for. And it's just like, wow. They were really trying to like undercut Nintendo there, and the base model is only $400, but it's not upgradable. The only one that's upgradable, well, the only ones that are upgradable are the second tier at 256 gigs of storage, which is I think $529, and like you can upgrade the storage on that, which I think is awesome. Now we will be talking a lot more about it on the podcast. We record it tomorrow, so yeah. And we'll be up on Sunday. Hi, says Unstoppable Trimax. Hello to you. How's your night going? Also, sorry for not being on so much. Work hours changed, so I work to 9 and get on at 9:30 or 10. And then the stream is over. I don't work today, so yeah, I'm here. Hey, no worries, buddy. Priorities come first. This is just entertainment, like in if you have free time, and if you don't, I totally understand too. No worries. I appreciate you still letting me know, nonetheless. Gem Allen, should I get a Focusrite 2i2 or Elgato Wave 3 or Go XLR? I mean, that's a little tough because you're asking if you should get two different audio interfaces or a USB microphone, a specific one. So let's try to narrow that down a little bit. What are you looking for exactly? Oh, the Wave XLR. Okay, I gotcha. But what are you looking for exactly, and what is your budget anyway? Because I do think that we need to narrow that down a little bit. On Gaming Scans website, they changed their 5000 build with a Ryzen CPU and Gigabyte motherboard. The previous CPU motherboard were Intel CPU and an MSI godlike motherboard. Ah, so they went to the dark side. they went back to Intel. I mean, AMD. It's Bull Trimax. Good. I went on VK, so sorry for not being here. I'm assuming that stands for vacation. And please, no worries. Thank you for stopping by either way. I appreciate it. Ultra Pranks. The most expensive JBL headphones are $350, and also I believe they released a new pair of earbuds because I see a pair I've never seen before. Okay, I mean, that might be worth checking out if possible. Danny says, hi, do you remember me? Dot, 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 and it continues onward from there. The answer is yes, I do remember you. Thank you for stopping by. I would just like to let you know, please, no spamming it in the chat, since the spamming is not exactly allowed. So, I just asked, that you respect that rule, but I'm sure it'll be easy. It'll be easy. Danny says, cool. You see? Nice. Good. Okay. Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ultra Pranks. Important question. Whenever building a CPU, do you need to fill in all of the RAM slots? No, you do not. And I think you just mean whenever building a PC. And no, you do not have to fill in all of the RAM slots at all, but you do need to have at least one stick of RAM there. And doing training for a Triathlon, huh? Tell me more. Tell me more. I mean, a PC. Yeah, I gotcha. I think I understood in the end what you meant. I'm also going to be talking about the Apple keyboard. I ended up having to buy one because Bridge was taking forever to ship one out. So I did end up just straight up having to buy one. So unfortunately, at the moment, I am using that I am going to be using that super thin keyboard case that Apple offers. I'm not particularly excited about it, but I do need it for my trip. Well, I needed something. I'm not gonna build my own CPU. Yeah, I didn't think so. Make the Tech Summit CPU. Oh man, people would be extremely disappointed if that Tech Summit CPU ended up performing so badly, because I was just like, what are you doing? Let's just like toss in those cores. We just want to see cores. The higher core count, the better. And then like as a result, they end up being like 1 gigahertz per core. That would be awful. Triathlon. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so how's your training going for the triathlon? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know what it is, but I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Why does my CPU tend to be in the 90s in terms of temperature while my GPU is not getting hot? I feel like I'm not maximizing my RTX 3060. It does depend on what you're doing. Because some tasks are going to be mostly CPU intensive, some are going to be more GPU intensive. So for tasks that are CPU intensive, it is pretty normal for them to get to like high 80s, 90s while being used, or like while being under load. And sometimes the graphics card isn't being used, or if it is, it's not being used that much, and that does happen. But it's mostly, I would say, things like games that actually end up using the GPU a lot more than the CPU. But I would say that some games are still more CPU bound than not. So yeah, like I would say that that's probably why you're seeing that your CPU is getting super hot, and then your 3060 is not. Is it cores a lot? It depends on your usage, really. Eight cores is sufficient for the vast majority of people, and honestly, 8 cores is probably the minimum that I would recommend. If you're going to do any kind of content creation, like if you're going to be working with video editing and things like that, at least nowadays. Well, I mean, 6 cores I think is still fine, but it depends. I also got the microphone arm and the shock mounts now. My K678 looks better. That's good. That's good. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. You finally have like your complete setup there. Sample Trimax says good. Okay. Well, I'm glad that the training is going pretty well for sure. Today was a very hot day in New York, so like I'm not sure if those are like ideal circumstances for like for like training for a triathlon. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. And Jim Allen, you did ask earlier about what you should get when it comes to audio solutions. And to that, I would probably say, like, if you need more of a definitive answer, I mean, the Wave 3 microphone is a very good microphone, as it is, honestly. So, if you're still kind of in that stage where you're considering getting a USB microphone, I think that the Wave 3 would be a very good option, because if you're like thinking about which interface you should get, then maybe you're better off just going like the USB route in this case. And the Wave 3 is a very good microphone. I think it sounds great. It's got a lot of accessories actually to accompanying it. These accessories don't come in the box, but you can at least buy them separately. And you can turn the Wave 3 into, a pretty professional looking setup, especially with the new microphone arms that these guys just made, that Elgato just made. So yeah, are EVGA graphics cards good? I have tried to stay away from EVGA cards. I don't really know how good or how bad they are, I will say, but I just tend to stay away from them because I don't like the way that they look. And that's really it. It doesn't mean that they're bad or anything. It's just that I like my PC to look nice. And I feel like an EVGA card, even though I'm sure that it'll still perform quite well, it won't give me the aesthetic that my PC clearly needs. I went to a gym with air counting, and also an indoor swimming pool. Ah, sweet. I know that swimming is like incredibly good for you. I actually can't swim at all, so I would have a pretty tough time in that place. Like I can float a bit, but I unfortunately cannot swim. Can you explain lows and highs the best way possible? I'm assuming that you're asking about frequency ranges. So sure, I'll talk about that for a bit. So, there is a certain range a certain frequency range that the human ear can hear, or I think that what they really mean is like comprehend, like understand. Um, and that is between 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz, or 20,000 hertz. You know, 20 kilohertz and 20,000 hertz are the same thing. But let's go with 20 kilohertz as the example. The 20 hertz, that is the lowest frequency that the human ear can hear. And then the 20 kilohertz is the highest frequency. So essentially, when people talk about highs and lows, when they talk about adjusting the lows, for instance, if you increase how much presence is on that low end, like at around that 20 hertz range, right? And you just bring that up, and like you bring up part of that 30 hertz or that 50 hertz, for instance, then like the lows, like your microphone is going to sound boomier. It's going to sound deeper. And then with the high end, around the 20 kilohertz range, 18 kilohertz range, if you end up increasing that, then you make the microphone sound brighter. And then there is the mid-range, which is right in the middle. And then that mid-range is, well, I mean, it adjusts like the mid-tones in the microphone and how prominent they are. Personally, I prefer to go with like as flat a mid frequency as I possibly can, because like the mids, whenever you're making adjustments like that, they tend to be the hardest ones to correct or to get just right. So like I do try to stick with just making adjustments to the low end around the 20 hertz range and the high end around the 20 kilohertz range. I hope that makes sense. Those were a lot of numbers tossed around. Air conditioning. Okay. I cannot spell today. I feel ya. Do you have a green screen? No. I mean, I own one. It's in the attic, though. It doesn't get used. But this right here is not a green screen. Yeah, this is just like the background of my room. I kind of prefer that over a green screen, personally. I feel like a green screen can sometimes come off a little bit tacky, at least for me. I'm the best, says Brown Dude. Well, welcome in, Mr. Brown Dude. Hope you're having a wonderful time. What's the point of gaming if your peripherals aren't RGB? Exactly what I want to know. Why would you even bother opening a game on your PC if your mouse isn't lighting up in rainbow colors? I don't get it. I hear a tiny bit of static in your microphone. Do you? Do you still hear it right now? It might just be that my microphone might be too loud. So maybe I can adjust that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, I may have had the gain set a little bit too high on this microphone, so that's probably where that was coming from. Jesus. Yeah, on Alpha Gaming's channel, he talks about the microphone sounding bad in the lows or highs, and I'm like, bro, I don't get any of this. The microphone doesn't sound like. I understand the confusion. The idea is that most people watching his videos probably like kind of understand these things. I mean, I will say this. Like I was able to put 2 and 2 together from watching his videos, and it's like, oh, so the frequency range works like this. Like he did a tutorial on how to EQ a microphone, for instance, and I was like, so that's how it works. Like it's a lot easier to make sense of it when there's a visual representation. But yeah, like I would say Alpha Gaming is one of like the ideal people when it comes to explaining that sort of thing. God bless that man's soul. Yeah. RGB helps with frames per second. Finally, we have somebody who agrees here, and it's an affordable way of increasing the frames on your computer, or the frame rate. Hello, chat. Hello, tech. Today I won't be able to stay today. I gotta sleep early. No worries, my friend. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Gotta check my hormones and fix my sleep schedule. So have a good stream and good night. No worries, man. Have a wonderful night, and thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like, even if you just like come by and just say hi, like for like a few seconds, it's totally cool by me. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. It sounds much better. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I think that I just had my microphone a little bit too loud, which was causing it to peak. But it wasn't showing that on my Streamlabs. You should do a gaming tournament on Discord, like Rocket League or something. I don't even play Rocket League. Like, if I do a tournament on Discord or something, honestly, it would probably be like something Pokemon related. Like, everybody would just have to set up their own team or something like that. I'm just not really so big into Rocket League myself. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to host a Rocket League tournament, if that makes any sense. Tech, I like loud keys, but the sound of the click on the blue sounds ugly. You take that back. I mean, yeah, I would say that red definitely has like a stronger or more sharp sound to it, I want to say. So yeah. I can understand where you're coming from there. But calling it ugly, like the sound is just ugly. It's so funny. LOL. Texum doesn't play video games. I play video games. Because he sucks at them. That is not why I play video games. I play plenty of video games, Mr. Brown Dude. LOL. You better take that back. You better take that back, buddy. I am not in the mood for this. I will fight you. I gotta agree with him, Tech. Tech, blues suck. Or her. It's a he. Based on the voice. But by the way, no. You're not gonna get away with that, buddy. Buddy pal. Also, do research on frequency ranges. I got the whole internet in front of me. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose that one thing I could do maybe to make things a little bit more helpful for you, on my end at least, is to like show you what all of these mean. I'll try to see how I can do that. Okay. Let me see if the live screen is working properly. No. And it's using my other camera too. Let me turn that off. Okay, there we go. And now I have to change the screen over. Or just turn off drawing over here. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. So the chat over here is actually kind of blocking it. So I'm gonna try to like put it over here. So this over here is the frequency range of the Go XLR. The Go XLR can go as low as 31.5 hertz, and it can go as high as 16 kilohertz. So not that low and not really, and especially not that high. But over here, like you will see that we have knobs and stuff. Each one of these represents a certain like generalized section of let's say like the low end over here is from 31.5 hertz to 250 hertz, and beyond that it becomes the mid-range, which is 500 hertz, 1 kilohertz, and then 2 kilohertz. And then the higher end is 4 kilohertz, 8 kilohertz, and 16 kilohertz over here. So you see, like, it starts out at a pretty low number at around 31.5 hertz, and then the highest it can go on the Go XLR is 16 kilohertz over here. So as a result, This means that this is the frequency range that we have to work with. So if you want to adjust the low end, like for instance, with this over here, like the lowest frequency possible, I have it set to be increased by 2 levels, which is why the microphone sounds like this. But if I were to raise it a lot more, the microphone would just end up sounding like this. And yeah, like it changes my voice a lot. But if I bring it back down, it'll sound natural again. Like this actually kind of made it so that my voice is just like extremely monotone. But if I raise this, for instance, this over here is where the bass in particular is. So around the 63 hertz. The reason why it's affecting the bass more is because we're getting closer to the mid-range. And in the mid-range, that's where the bassiness can be heard the most. However, this I had it, I think, at 1, so I'm going to leave it there. 125 hertz, this is what it sounds like when I push it all the way up. So like, it just, like the lower frequencies like that, it'll make those changes. And then with the mid-range, this is more so to like adjust for the clarity in a sense. So we have over here like around the 500 hertz. If I raise it all the way up, this is what it would sound like. It would very much like drown out the low end and the high end. Well, like especially the low end, I would say, because this is closer to the low end. So if I bring it back down to -1, which is where I had it at, and same over here, this is what it would sound like if I just like boosted the highs a lot over here. I mean the mids. This is what it would sound like. So let's bring that back down, and then over here for the higher frequencies, if I raise it all the way up, this is what it would sound like. Hello, 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 hello. There you go. I guess that my voice does sound a little bit clearer, but it also sounds more, I want to say, it sounds brighter for sure. And this is the kind of audio that you would get out of it. So that's essentially what it is. Like, it's all about just like being able to find the sweet spot for yourself of what works best when it comes to audio. So that's why, like, when you adjust these things, and when people say like it doesn't sound very good on the low frequency, usually it means that it's either too high on the low frequency or too low on the low frequency. So meaning that it's either got too much bass per se, or it sounds very tinny on the contrary. Like this, for example, I just brought down the low end a lot, and it thinned out my voice by quite a bit. But if I bring it back up, now it's like bringing out that presence again. And it's things like that, really. I hope that little lesson helped, by the way. I do very much hope so. I know that it wasn't like super in-depth or anything, but yeah. Yeah, I'm good with reds. What video game are you good at? I'm mostly good at single-player games. I'm not much of a multiplayer kind of guy. Jamal, and Dota sounds good for a tournament or Valorant. I don't play either one of those. Like, I would have to figure something out that I would be into myself and then say, hey, let's host a tournament over here. But I know that a lot of you guys are into games like that. And they can't really be helped. So maybe it's just me that has to make adjustments to, to at least be able to like adapt. Plus, reds aren't too loud and not too quiet. They are perfect for me. I like extremely loud. The louder, the better. You guys are complaining about your gaming keyboards while I have a Logitech Desktop MK120 durable, comfortable USB mouse and keyboard combo. That is quite the description. It does not have RGB. I bet it doesn't. It doesn't sound like it has RGB, unfortunately. Brendan Halcyon. LOL, that's cool. Caps. Sorry, on Fallout 76, the caps is the talk button. Oh, no worries. But by the way, like, thanks a lot for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. How is Fallout 76 now? I know that at around launch it was pretty messy, but like, how is it now actually? Has it improved a lot, or what would you say? Brown Dude says, how about Smash Bros or Tekken? Smash Bros is a great idea. Uh, Actually, I do like Super Smash Bros. So yeah, like I can see myself probably hosting something like that. I think it'd be pretty cool. Um, I'm especially good with the anime characters, obviously. I am Sequia. Thank you so much for that subscription over on YouTube. I do very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're watching this live stream right now, I do hope that you're enjoying it so far. I would win them all. That is a lie. Describe improved. Improved as in like it's playable and it's fun. It's okay. It's a time killer. There are still bugs. Of course there are. It is what it is, I suppose. In that regard. But hey, I mean, it sounds like you're still at least entertained by Fallout 76, so I would consider that a win. How have you been though, Brandon? It's been a while. There's a Dota esports bro from a team called TNC that plays on tournaments using a generic A4 Tech keyboard and mouse combo. Ah, so you can make the most out of it, out of your hardware. You see, like you don't, like you don't need pro gamer stuff, not at all. And it is true that you don't really need that kinds of stuff. But I'm waiting on Battlefield, so I see. Like this is just a placeholder until Battlefield comes out. A lot of people are very excited for Battlefield. I think that's cool actually. Like you don't usually hear that much excitement around Battlefield. I'm not really like a Battlefield fan either, but yeah, like you usually don't hear that much excitement over it, and now like people are like very impressed with what they saw during E3, which I think is kind of exciting. Well, for them. If I could stat a story mode game, what should I play? Oh, start a story mode game. Depends. Strongly depends. I mean, what games are you into besides shooters? I'm too good at Smash. Is that so? Who is your main then, buddy pal? Tell me. I like extremely loud too, but if I had the sound of reds extremely loud, then I'd go with that. Well, all you have to do is just put a megaphone next to that keyboard, and then every time you press it, it'll go like super loudly. Yup, I'm doing good. I'm playing Battlefield 1 now. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. I dig it. I have heard a lot of great things about Battlefield 1. It's Battlefield 5 that people don't like so much. Right? Still waiting for The Forest 2. The first game was pretty dope. Ah, yes. Indeed. I mean, I've seen gameplay of it. Seems pretty fun, honestly. I think I did download the first Forest game. But I never actually got to play it. Yeah, I can't wait for 128 player servers that are full with either bots or players. Oh no. That does not sound too pleasant to me. I will be right back. No worries, but take your time. Ness for Tyrannies and Captain Falcon for offline. Interesting. I actually main Cloud. He's like genuinely the only character I'm decent at. And then I was trying to get better with Sephiroth today. I actually did some practicing at my friend's house with him. And Sephiroth seems like he would be fun to play. But I feel like I'm not mobile enough with him. Though I guess I can say the same about Cloud as well. Ganondorf is another one I like to play as. Same with Bowser. I do like the beefy, like big characters. Tuck, you actually made me laugh. No way. What? How did I do that? I don't remember what I said that was funny. I wasn't laughing. But mainly Ness. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Ness can be extremely annoying for sure. PK Power! PK Power! What brands should I avoid when buying gaming laptops or regular ones? There aren't any in particular that I can think of, like, to actively avoid. Nah, I can't really think of any that I would just be like, no, like, avoid that brand. No, I don't think there are any. There's some that I would probably recommend over others, though, but there aren't any that I wouldn't recommend per se. Unless we're talking about, like, individual machines. Then in that case, you know, like, we can make a better case for that. Ooh, I like Ganondorf. I love Ganondorf, but I'm a little bit slow with Ganondorf. Sephiroth is the kind of dude who believes the longer the sword, the stronger you are. But it's true in Smash. His reach is actually pretty insane. Sephiroth is too strong against Cloud. Uh, yeah. If it's a good Cloud player versus a good Sephiroth player, Sephiroth is probably going to win. Because Sephiroth has more reach than Cloud does, but Cloud is pretty annoying for people to deal with. LOL, I think I waste my money on DLC characters. What? No. I mean, like, just buy the season pass and it'll be fine, right? I look up on the internet, there's always someone complaining saying it's the worst. Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen everywhere, quite frankly. So I'm not too surprised that that's just how it's going. Do you play Duel Links? I used to, years ago. I used to play Duel Links very casually, but I got tired of it because it was very much like a gotcha mechanic for like code instead of actual cards. So I was like, okay, no, I don't think I'm that into it. And plus, like, it operated under a totally different meta that at points I didn't really think it was that much fun to me. So yeah, like I ended up just switching over to in-person Yu-Gi-Oh. I rock with DLC characters for a couple of weeks and I just go back to my old main. Okay, I mean, hey, I get that. I pretty much, I wouldn't say that I do the same because I'm not that dedicated to Super Smash Brothers, but like, whenever a new character comes out, I'm usually interested in trying it out, unless it's something like Banjo and Kazooie, which I kind of scoff at because I don't know, like, it's just like the design of that character. It's not for me. The brands I'm looking into are, you meant to say are, not is, are HP, Asus, Acer, Dell, MSI, and Lenovo. So when it comes to gaming machines, can't really go wrong with MSI. I like HP a lot and all, but I don't know if I would recommend their Omen laptops over Lenovo's own Legion laptops, for instance. Hey, I just subscribed. Yeah, I noticed earlier, and thanks a lot for that. I very much appreciate it. I am Sequoia. I'm trying my best to pronounce it as well as I can. Please let me know if I'm missing anything in that pronunciation, but hey, welcome. I love audio. Yeah, same here. I love audio too. Welcome in. Dude says, so that's why I missed the previous DLC character that came out. Do you mean Kazuya? Kazuya's actually pretty good from what I saw. Acer Predator Master Race. There you go. But yesterday I decided to get Kazuya Pyra, and Martha. Martha? What? Who's Martha? Do you mean Mithra? Or are you talking about Marth? State your case right now, buddy. Tech, whenever you go to a restaurant regularly, do you think they care? Care about what? Exactly. I love technology and computers in general. Tech, do you? It doesn't seem like it seems like you hate tech and computers. It doesn't seem like it seems like oh my goodness. I'm trying to piece this together. I love tech a lot too. I mean, like, there are pieces of tech that I'm not a fan of, not necessarily, not a general category, but just like more specific ones, I would say. You're fine, lol. I am Sequoia. Okay, thank you. Sequoia. I am Sequoia. Thank you. You're living like someone in the 1800s. Yeah, so what if I am? Hey, that was like the best time period. It was the Industrial Revolution. That's when the industry started. That's why. Pyra and Mithra. Okay, there you go. I was upset there, buddy, because I played all through Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And their names are engraved in my brain forever. So when I saw them coming to Smash, I was like, finally, that's so cool. We needed someone other than Shulk. Stop clowning, for real. Yeah, guys, stop it. I mean, I'm assuming that you're talking to them. I'm trying to confuse you. Yeah, I know. And it's working. My boomer brain can't exactly handle a lot of confusion. Let the guy stream in peace, damn. I appreciate your how you're concerned. I do. Still not RGB pizza cutter. I know we need one of those, so. You're just like rebutting that one. Stiggy Man, also welcome in. Got the DualShock 5 DualSense. It works wonders on the PC wirelessly. 1.2 millisecond delay on Bluetooth. That's great, yeah. The DualSense controller is fantastic. It is a very good controller for sure. And I'm sure that you're going to like it for a long time to come. I'm just curious, who started the RGB trend? I want to say it was Razer, but I honestly don't know. The Xenoblade characters suck. I know that Shulk is actually pretty tough to play with. Because, like, he had to activate his combat arts and stuff, and, you know, like, it just requires a lot of on-the-fly activity. Like, a little bit too much. So, yeah. I would say that that's maybe the issue there. Now, when it comes to Pyra and Mithra, they're actually very good. So, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Oops, my message accidentally sent. No, you sent that on purpose, you For real though, for gaming laptops I shouldn't buy from HP Omen. No, I mean, you still can. I don't have an issue with HP Omen laptops. I would just say that I have a preference towards some over others, if anything. Like, if that makes any sense. There's nothing wrong with HP Omen laptops. It's just that I think that they're better options. Tech, I need RGB everything, including an RGB haircut and clothing. Oh, that's easy. All you have to do is just go ahead and dye your hair. You will fit in just fine in New York if you do that. You should make a rant video on why expensive gaming headphones have trash mics. That was actually already a suggestion from Ultra Pranks. I am Sequoia. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I do very much appreciate it. Bogo, let me see. What was that message? Oh, what was that message? Bogo's binted. There you go. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I will take it, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I already read through that. You actually didn't get offended for once. Oh man, I forgot to get offended? Dude, I should have gone offended. Man, I missed my timing. I think that was the issue. I should have been more on the nose about it. It was the LCD display factories. They started shipping RGB displays, and everyone has been addicted to it ever since. Ah, oh, okay, so that's what it was. Well, thank you for that insight, actually, Sticky Man. I genuinely thought that it was a Razer. I was like, yeah, like it must have been a Razer who invented it, but that's probably exactly what they want you to think. The Logitech G Pro X headset is the only headset that has a great mic. I don't know. I've heard what it sounds like on the Discord call, and I would say that a dedicated microphone sounds better, even just a cheap one. It's better than Tech Summit's mic. That is a big fat lie. Okay, that right there is a liar. I'm gonna have to strip you of your moderator status because you like lying a little bit too much, and I don't appreciate your lies. You're a lying liar. That's what you are. Lies. I believe Christmas lights were the first RGB. That's actually a very good point. Though it's certainly a lot more festive more than anything. Lights were the first RGB. I'm a fact robot. I disagree with that. You're a liar. That's what you are, Mr. Brown Dude. What's your pranks? Tech, I heard gaming headset mics are your favorite and that you'd live or die for it. Yeah, I would do anything for them. Anything. Lying lion. Yeah, he is a lying lion. Thank you, Brandon, for that insight, for doubling down. Soak for the win, FTW. Thanks so much for jumping in, and I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. How's your night going? Brown Dude, I say facts. I think you should change your username to I'm a liar, because that's, at this point, I think that's really the only thing that suits you. Momo Kara, yo, what's up? Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful night so far. How is it going, by the way? Sticky Man, reason why high-end gaming headsets sound is because y'all want wireless but won't allow companies to run two dongles for separate upstreams and downstreams. I would also like to say that on top of that, headset microphones tend to be a lot smaller. So, you know, like it also doesn't really allow for much to take place there. Like, I just wanted to add to that. I'm a fact falcon. More like a fat falcon. I could not help myself there. I am so sorry. I should have, like, censored it. He's like, OMG. Hey, do not get offended. Do not. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Are you saying that size matters? No. No. Oh, man. I have to, like, double back on that now. Like, backtrack on it. I'm laughing. Good. You better laugh. Needed the laugh track there. I know. I still haven't added it. I really should. Hopefully I'll have it ready by tomorrow night's stream, but yeah. Boom, you cracked the code on RGB. You gotta call Elon Musk, SNF. Tell them the origin of RGB ID because of Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna have to move on from that message because that right there is another tongue twister. Laughing in anger. Laughing in sadness. Hey, that's exactly what I went through earlier, actually. Hack Bricks, what's up? Hey, man. I was still watching through your stream, even when I started streaming, and I was looking at your polls as well. That Utopia at F0 is pretty good. I think that's about like a $27 card, so you know, pretty sick, and also pretty good quality, honestly, on the live stream. I liked it. Momokara. Ah, lit. I'm excited. I think we all should be excited, right? Right. Only 98,300 more until VIP. Oh, you're still a long ways off. But you can get there. Only you can do it. Hack Breaks. Did you get your hands on the Elgato gear? I have not, unfortunately. Right now, I am extremely tight on the budget. Yeah. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to be very late to reviewing those. As much as I would prefer not to be late, I wish that I could get all of those and like make a video on them, but unfortunately, like that's just out of the reach of a tiny channel such as my own. I am back. Unstoppable Trimax has returned. Thank you. Tech, you're going to get cancelled for implying that size matters. Aw, oh, come on, but it was only an implication. Is that really enough to get me off the radar? Plus, actually, they can't get me if I don't have a Twitter, which I don't anymore. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Okay, so that was the plosives test for the Electro Voice RE27ND. Thank you, Mr. Jem Allen. Grandma turns 72 tomorrow, or rather today. I'm gonna be in a hot car most of tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I wish you the best, and I do hope that you still manage to have fun there. And who knows? I mean, a hot car can still be a fun car, right? It can still be a fun car ride if you guys just sing to your favorite songs. You know, like carpool karaoke. My phone keyboard is so small, I spell words so wrong. I don't think that's really the issue. I think it's really your autocorrect. Tech Summit, what is your favorite band? My favorite band, I would say, is probably Cradle of Filth at the moment. I'm a pretty big fan of their stuff, gotta say. Especially Cradle of Filth's older songs, their older music, and I know that I'm kind of sounding like a bit of a but I do prefer their older music, and I think that that's really where it's at, personally. It would be fun if we just send random tongue twisters here. Go for it. It might actually help me with my stuttering, since Tech reads all of our messages. Taking advantage of my generosity, I see. Well, maybe I should just look away and ignore you guys and just look back every few seconds. I mean, every few minutes. How would that feel? No, I'm just joking. Go ahead. Hey, Hack Breaks, thanks so much for that a $25 super chat over on YouTube. That is really awesome, and it helps with healing the wound of that box from today, so thank you. I very much appreciate it. That will go a long way to supporting my Yu-Gi-Oh addiction, or I should say my review unit addiction. I appreciate it though, thank you. Have you sold your kidney for the Switch? I mean the Neo. I mean the Valve Steam Deck. I did not, because reservations were only $5. So as of now, I've only spent $5. I play Madden and NBA 2K. Ah, I see. So you're mostly into sports games then. It's alright, dude. Just do whatever you gotta do to save money. Just don't rob people. Hey, don't tell me what to do. I was going to say this. I mean, screw it. I'll say it anyway. I might actually pull like a face K here and like promote crypto, pump and dump that crypto. I've been like all over the news surrounding that because I just find it so funny. Thanks. I was worried about the lenses not being close enough on the cards. Oh no, I would say that we did get a pretty good look at the cards for sure. Like I could tell what everything was. It was pretty sharp, honestly. I think it was pretty cool. And that backdrop that you had, like with like the cards floating around and stuff, that was also pretty cool. However, in the future, I think I would probably not have that as like the edges. Like if you wanted any suggestions there, like just because like giving all of that room to like the card openings and stuff, I just think that it comes across a little more neatly. But I thought that it was really cool that you got that backdrop working. And like for the just chatting section as well, or at least like where you have yourself and then you have like a bunch of the messages on the side, I feel like that's actually a really good time to have that backdrop out there. Yeah. But yeah, like I would say again, like awesome stuff, dude. Would you rather have a crap internet connection or a crap PC? Crap internet connection. Definitely a bad internet connection. Sing your favorite song from... Wait, why? Please don't tell me that you paid the points to have me sing. Oh no. I redeemed sing a song. I'm gonna verify that right now. I'm looking at Twitch chat on Twitch specifically because Streamlabs won't show me. Oh my goodness. So I actually don't see the activation here, but I'll take your word for it. So you said sing your favorite song from your favorite band. Oh, okay, sure. I'll do that. If you guys are ready for the extreme cringe fest that this is going to be, then prepare. I'm only going to sing part of it. So the song is called The Black Goddess Rises. This is an official cover from the band Cradle of Filth, and it's being covered by YouTuber Tech Summit. Here we go. The Iron Volk, bornless one. Hey. All woman, pure predator, wherein conspiracies and dimples dwell like a seething fall from grace. The I worship. The Lord darkest Gabriel, earth around the sky. The Lord pearl equality. For yourself, prepare for the idols, the church for return. For the evil drake and fear of the pleading bird in your arms. Yeah, the microphone is like peaking. Content. Nothing. No, yeah, like my throat has to be in like a very specific state for me to be able to do like the high pitched voices better or the screaming, but unfortunately it's not there. Are you still sponsored by FIFA? No, I'm still not sponsored by FIFA. The sponsorship ended, I think, in either super early 2020 or late 2019. But we have still been working together. Samsung's website looks like it's from the 1980s. I know, their website looks extremely old. It's honestly kind of sad. That's fair. I'm gonna try that next time. Yeah, hey man, sure thing. And I hope that it ends up working out for you. Somebody confirm it. It's been confirmed. Here comes Texum. It's singing down with the sickness. that was not my favorite song. What would you do if you won the lottery? I would pay off my credit cards. That's for sure. Maybe get an apartment. Not even a house. Like just an apartment will suffice, and a car. And maybe save the rest, honestly. At this point, all I have in my mind is like save money. You really need to save money. That sounds like some emo song. I guess that it kind of is. Dude, your growls are not that bad. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Maybe I'll try it again when my voice is at 100%. As a singer, I can't even do that. Oh, you're a singer. No, it's hard. I mean, like, you have to use your diaphragm. And a lot of elitists or snobs might just be like, well, exhaling is actually the only way to go about it. But yeah, like I actually tend to inhale with the growls. I can't even sing. I can't sing either. I don't have a good singing voice. Though I feel like I can have a pretty good time in karaoke. What is happening, says Hackbricks. Well, I was forced to sing my favorite song from my favorite band, so I did it. I was held hostage in the process. That's what happened. Bro's forcing his voice really bad. No. No. It doesn't really hurt the throat. When you're first starting off, it does. But when, like, once you get it down, like, once it clicks, you're fine. What is the biggest sponsor you've gotten? I would say that the biggest sponsorship deal I've ever gotten is from... Actually, I'm probably not allowed to say. So I'm going to reserve that. I'm going to reserve that information. Sorry. Make yourself sound like a chipmunk. Oh, you want that. You want that chipmunk sound, don't you? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I am adjusting my voice to sound more like a chipmunk. And this is what it sounds like. Okay? I am now a chipmunk. Are you guys ready? Oh, crush their bottle oils. Oh, yup. Oh, no, dude. Words. Oh, yuck. I love it. Let's see. Avermedia AS311 AI speakerphone. AI powered noise. I think that's like a desk microphone, is it not? I'm a beatboxer. Well, that sounds cool. I can't do the beat in the box, unfortunately, but how good would you say you are at beatboxing? Cloud Boy, thank you so much for that subscription over on YouTube. I do very much appreciate it. Thank you. Cloud Boy says hi with a sad face. What's wrong? Why the sad face? For me, I'd save and invest, but I'd also build a PC because I want to feel the experience of a desktop because I've never had one, only a laptop. New York and California are hella expensive. It comes down here in Texas. It's nice for Nevada.
Okay, well, a few things I would like to say there. I redeemed a voice changer. You did, didn't you? You monster. Okay, well, there it is. The voice changer has been activated. Okay, so what the do you want? Tech Summit, why don't you want bots in or on your stream? Because oftentimes they end up posting things. And it just ends up being like advertisements to go elsewhere. Or sometimes it might just be like, hey, do you like sexy women? And things like that. And it's like, nah, it kind of just ruins the vibe of the chat when they come in. But anyway, to address that comment about going to Texas or Nevada, I do have a couple of things to say about that. For one, yeah, Texas is pretty affordable, but my issue would be the weather. I would not be very happy with the weather down there. So like that's like an automatic no for me. I would never move to California for the same reason because it's too hot over there. But here in New York, it gets cold during the winter. Winters are cold, and I like that. And it snows. I don't like having to shovel that snow, but it does snow. It is there. Can't say no to that.
Now I'm going to switch over actually to a darker tone while we're still here. I posted to YouTube. Oh, no wait. Like you post the beatboxing to YouTube? Ah, okay. So there are ways of keeping up with that. Oh no, Tech, don't let me think about that. We have to think about that. Do you think Aver Media has potential to be a legit competition to Elgato and Logitech? Absolutely. The problem is just that they have half-assed software, but once they fix that, I think everything's going to be much better for them because they already have a lot more, well, they did have a lot more products than Elgato did. But they do have to work harder on that front. Tech Summit, why do you... Oh, I read that already. Aver Media software is ugly and sucks. Aver Media software is ugly and sucks. You're correct there. The H1 Mini, you can get... Again, you should make a review. The H1 Mini? The H1 Mini. I forgot what that is, to be honest. H1 Mini... Am I missing something? Safe. The case that... Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, the case the cat that caught on fire. I don't really have any computer components to put inside of it, though. So I feel like it would be kind of a moot point to review it. And talk about whether or not it actually won't catch on fire anymore. Quadcast or Blue Yeti? Asking for a friend. Definitely Quadcast. Did you ever check out the III builder? The answer is yes, actually. I have checked out the III builder. It seems pretty legit. I actually do like a lot of the options that they have there. And I'm genuinely considering getting a pair for review whenever I get the opportunity. We'll have to see, but yeah, like I am very much considering it. I mean, like just the idea of modular headphones just sounds so awesome to me. CPU AMD Ryzen 5 5600X, GPU GeForce RTX 3070, oh trademark. RAM, a Team T-Force Vulcan Z, 16 gigabytes, 2 sticks of 8 gigs, 3200 megahertz storage, 1 terabyte M.2 SSD. Is this worth $2,000? No. No, that is not worth $2,000. You're definitely overpaying there. Oh, I didn't hear. Why don't you want bots in or on your stream? That's because, like, oftentimes bots can be pretty invasive and just, like, post about, you know, stuff that has nothing to do with chat. You know, like, they'll say things like, hey, do you want to meet sexy women? Or something along the lines of that. and then like they might try to drop a link, or they might say promoting something else. Like it just kind of disrupts the flow of the chat. And plus, wouldn't you rather have just people on here instead of bots? What, are you defending the bots? Are you supportive of bots, huh? Do you like bots? What brands make good monitors for gaming or casual things? Dell. I would say Dell. GPU prices are starting to lower. Well, at least here in our country. I see. Over here in the US, I don't believe that is the case, unfortunately. They are extremely nice, and there is no branding on them, which I love. I did notice that too. Like they were just completely black, at least like the one I was looking at. Pretty cool. And yeah, like the fact that it doesn't have any branding definitely does lend to that. Though they're not like super stylized or anything, like they're for people who want like just a very simple design that works and that sounds good. And I'm assuming that they're wired only, because I don't remember coming across like a wireless version. Do correct me if I'm wrong though. Is it an NZXT pre-built? I would not be surprised if it was an NZXT pre-built or an iBuyPower pre-built. But I do want to meet sexy women. Well, don't we all? Don't we all? However, those are scams. If it was a legitimate link, well, I mean, a lot of you guys here are actually fairly young, so like I can't even be like, oh yeah, I would allow it on there, because I wouldn't be able to. On a more serious note, but yes, the idea of meeting sexy women sounds great. The Samsung website is shown as not a secure connection since the chat doesn't want to show something else. Oh gosh, there might be something you're not allowed to see on there. This is my These are my PC specs for $2,000. $2,000. Okay, so you already have this PC, huh? Oh, it is oh, okay. You were actually confirming that it was an NZXT pre-built. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's already been purchased. I can't really do much about it. I do think that perhaps maybe you did overpay a little bit, but as long as you like your PC, right? It doesn't matter that much. Nah, I don't like bots. Okay, so why are you asking questions about the bots? You want to let them in, don't you? Hear that they do have wireless options too. I'll see which one I would rather get. So I got a Rode mic stand to replace my old generic boom arm. It is worlds apart. Yes. I used to have like an InnoGear $50 arm. And that was a pretty good arm, but like it would squeal and squeak a lot and things like that. And this one does not do that. This one is so smooth, and they can hold up this microphone with the shock mount, which is a godsend. God bless. God bless everything that is right here. But yeah, like the Rode mic stand is pretty fantastic. I see a lot on Discord. A lot of what on Discord? Are there companies that build the PC for you if you give them the parts? Not that I know of, if I'm honest with you. I get emails telling me that there are women and men in my area whenever I didn't sign up for that. Oh gosh. Yeah, that is going to happen a lot. I oftentimes get friend requests from random people, or from like stock accounts, I guess, who are just like, hey, like you can find my my OnlyFans here, or you know, like some kind of site, some kind of odd site. And there was actually one person I remember. I think you guys should actually know about this. And there's this one person who reached out to me on Facebook. Like they found my private Facebook account. I don't believe that this was a real person at all. I'm pretty sure that this was a bot. Um, so she was like, "Hi." I was like, "Hey." She's like, "Do you want to be friends?" I was like, "Sure." And then she goes, something along the lines of, "My name is this, and I work as a cashier in this place." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she says, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I make YouTube videos, or I edit videos," I think I said. Um, and then like the conversation got very still very quickly because it is a bot. So I just like stopped answering. And then I get a message later saying, "Hi." And I'm like, "Hey." And then she asks if I'm uncomfortable with being friends. And I was like, no, it's fine. And then she goes, "Do you like sexy women?" And I was like, "No." And then she waited a few minutes and then she just responded with "Hi." So I just blocked her. And that is the story of how I almost got catfished. Almost, not really. The email address are just smash keyboards, and then the at is just keyboard smash. Yeah, essentially, like they seem like randomly generated emails. H1 Mini with a new riser cable that I will get, and Ryzen 7 5800X, a Gigabyte B45 motherboard, Aorus Pro with Wi-Fi ITX, by the way, Team Group T-Force Vulcan Z DDR4, 64 gigabytes of RAM. This is a kit of 2 sticks of 32 gigabytes, and these are currently clocked at 3200 megahertz. PC4 25600, CL16 desktop memory module, raw Seagate Barracuda 8TB internal hard drive HDD, 3.5-inch SATA, 6 gigabytes per second, 5400 RPM, 256 megabytes cache for computer desktop, PC Samsung MZV7S1T0B/AM, 970 EVO plus SSD 1TB M.2 NVMe interface, internal solid state drive with VNAND technology. This is what I am going to build for $200. Huh. Sorry, $2,000. Okay, so like on a serious note, yeah, this does seem pretty beefy. I don't see anything about the graphics card though, unless I missed it. That's like the one thing that's missing that could potentially make me think that $2,000 might be underestimating how much it could end up costing. So what graphics card are you thinking of throwing in there? I'm not looking for men or women in my area who uses Facebook first. I don't use Facebook, but I have it because of Messenger. Because some people that I know do like to use Messenger. So I'm like, okay, fine. But I actually don't. I don't even like the idea of Facebook. Like, everybody is either just like reposting TikToks or just like giving their political takes on stuff, and I'm just like, oh gosh. I thought that was a spam. I thought this was a spam. This is only competing pre-built. Okay. But still, I mean, what graphics card were you thinking of putting in there? Oh. Tech Summit, you don't like women? I do like women. Quite a lot, actually. No, it is just specs. Okay. Oh, yeah, and a 3070. Okay, there you go. For $2,000, yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty good, actually, for $2,000. And if you can actually get that around 2,000, then yeah, like that would be a pretty good deal. Hack Bricks actually has a story for us. So he says, I got catfished on Tinder when I was in New Orleans. New Orleans. It depends on your pronunciation. So I'm going to go back and redo that. I got catfished on Tinder when I was in New Orleans. Not a bot, but the girl's pic was like the most average looking girl. Met her in the French Quarter. Turned out to be the 6'1" overweight girl. Still went on the date. She ended up throwing up in the bar and we got kicked out. Weirdest date of my life. I would have left the second that it was someone completely different there. I would have left so quickly if it had been me. But like, I'm sure that you were still like in an awkward situation there where it's like, oh, you guys already met up, you know, like you don't want to be rude and like cut it off there. But I mean, that if that was a catfish, you know, they, you know, like they just don't really have a reason. Like, there's nothing that they can possibly say to like justify that catfishing. Like, that's just pretty up, in my opinion. I'm sorry that that happened to you, but I'm sure that that's also a pretty funny story to like tell your friends. Why can't I speak? You guys promised me tongue twisters and I haven't gotten a single one in a while. I'm upset. Razor Siren X or a Quadcast? Quadcast, 100%. Everything is in the cart and it comes out to be $2,000. Sounds great to me then. I would totally do it. Like, that sounds like a very strong PC actually. Tech Summit, what is your type of women? Height's not really an issue for me. I don't really care if she's shorter, my height, or taller. Or much taller. I also don't mind like a little bit of chub, but like by chub, I just pointed at my chest, but I meant like I don't mind a little bit of, I guess, skin. Like if she's like a little bit chubby, I don't really mind. Ideally, like, I mean, appearance-wise, I'm assuming that you're asking. Hair color doesn't really matter either. Though I guess I have to say that I do like piercings. I do like piercings, and I do like tattoos. But I don't like piercings everywhere. Like a tongue piercing, I'm not really a fan of tongue piercings. Like the cheek piercings, not a fan. And piercings here, no. Not a fan of that either. Tattoos I'm cool with. Though neck tattoos kind of kill the vibe for me. I don't know, like it's kind of hard to explain. Now in terms of a personality, I would say ideally maybe she's into metal as well. Ideally she's creative. Ideally she's driven. Like one thing that I really like is if a girl is like very driven to reach a goal, to get something done. Like that's something that I very much like. Somebody that pretty much shows that they have a purpose for being around. Tak, do you think I should build a lower end PC like with a 1660 Super, 16 gigs of RAM, and like a Ryzen 5 if I'm gonna be doing programming for the most part? If you're gonna be doing programming, you could certainly go on the lower end there. If it's just programming, you know, I think that second configuration that you sent me there is like will do just fine. By programming, I'm assuming that you're talking about code, like coding and things like that. I'm pretty sure that you'll be just fine. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. I did it. I turned off my laptop on accident because the Acer Swift 3 put the power button right above the backspace. Of course they would do that. Of course they would do such a thing. For me, all I want in my partner is for them to be nice, pretty much, and to not be in. Well, that's what everyone says. Trust me, that is what everyone says, but everybody wants something in particular. Yeah, I figured what the hell. Worst case, it will make a great story, and I dragged my friend out with me, so we were already there. I think I ended up putting myself in precarious situations for the story, like just for the sake of being able to like tell that story. I mean, hey, like it is what it is. I would venture to think that most people would have actually walked away, like when they saw that that's not the person that they were talking to. But hey, I mean, like you took a risk there. You were feeling adventurous that day. So I mean, hey, like by all means, by all means. Now the question is, do you regret it, or like, are you fond of that memory in the sense that you're kind of glad that it happened for the sake of telling the story? Or is it like a little bit of both? Ultra Prank says, I tech Ryzen 5, i6 cores, like, because Ryzen 7, that it is a cores. You need to stop with these. I'm gonna ban you, Ultra Pranks. Like, you don't want to be in the same tier as he who shall not be named. Do you? I'm joking. Attack. Linus is going to steal your viewers. No. Hey, you guys are here. And that's ultimately all that matters. So thank you. Plus, Linus already has way too many viewers to have to steal any from me. I think he'll be fine. Is 40mm drivers good for headphones? It depends on what kind of sound you're looking for. 40mm tend to be like more so on the large side. So like it is better if you want more detail in your music, generally speaking though, because it also depends on how the headphones are tweaked. What's your height? I am 5'2", if you're curious, which you were. So yeah, I am a pretty short guy, which is why I try to really like not pay mind when it comes to height and stuff like that, because I wouldn't want to get rejected because of that. So I don't want to reject somebody because of that either. Like, it is a very arbitrary thing, in my opinion. Well, not arbitrary, but like just something that ultimately should not really matter. Nah, we will help you. Thank you, Ultra Panks. I know that I can count on you guys' support there. Hackbreak says, absolutely not. It was extremely weird, but made a great story. 10 out of 10. I would absolutely do it again. However, just like that night, I would not go back to the hotel room when she asked in between. Oh no. Oh, in between barfing. Oh no. So did you go? So did you go to that hotel in the end? I'm genuinely curious now. If you could do a collab, who would you collab with? I guess I would love to collaborate with Dave Lee. Even with Linus, actually. I feel like my sense of humor and Linus's would probably fall in line pretty decently. Point of view, I'm a bot. Want some free viewers? Click here to get viewers in your chat. Oh my goodness, Brown Dude just turned into a bot. I had to ban him now. The headphones I got... oh, please say me. Oh man, it's a little bit late for that. Dude, like, you should have told me that in the same message. I missed it. Now I feel like I missed the opportunity to say you. Ultra pranks. The headphones I got are the JBL Live 650 BTNC. Noise canceling. They got powerful 40 millimeter drivers, but honestly, they sound amazing. And they are loud. So, right? I mean, as long as you're happy with them, by all means, but. Hack breaks. I'm 5'6", but I do find that I'm more attracted to taller women. Yeah, honestly, I can, I, I can agree with you there. That I find a lot of taller women attractive. Yeah, no issues there. Though I would say that the other way around is usually not very favorable. Like, it's not their preference for the most part, and like, it's just something worth respecting. LOL. I found a random link that I made up. No, you're a bot. I'm convinced now, but don't click it. Well, it's too late. It's already there. I have to click on that if I want more viewers. I'm 6'4". Oh wow, you are quite tall, my friend. What are good replacement ear pads for Audio Technica headphones? The stock one sounds good, but it becomes painful over time. But when I get softer replacements, the sound signature weakens the bass. I honestly don't have a good answer for that, because I myself had to buy like replacement ear cushions that did feel quite different from the original ones, and I did actually prefer the newer ones instead. Because they were fluffier in a sense, and I did kind of prefer that. But yeah, like, I don't really have a good answer as to what the best replacement ear cuffs would be in that sense. I'm sorry. Hack breaks. Yu-Gi-Oh! Unboxing collab. Let's go. That sounds awesome, actually. I have a YouTube. Maybe dual stream. Ooh. Dual stream as in like a double stream. But that was a good impression, right? Yeah. Yes, I would say that was a pretty good impression of a bot, and you even convinced me. So honestly, since you went all the way like this far to convince me, I may as well follow through and ban you. So let me go ahead and take care of that. Unless you ban me first. And Twitch. And at least you know who didn't turn into a madman after you banned him. You already got over it and moved on. Yeah. He actually commented on one of my videos recently, saying that I have a good voice. And I found that pretty odd. But hey, I mean, I can appreciate that still. While I can't exactly have he who shall not be named back on the stream, I can at least respect when somebody is trying to adjust their behavior. Wow, Tech Summit. What is the issue now, Mr. Brown Dude? I need to stop calling you Brown Dude, but it's not my fault. Because somebody here had decided that would make for a funny username. I'm just joking. Like, you can keep it. I've been calling you that for as long as I can remember, so by all means. Jamalin. Is the Razer face shield still in development? I have not heard of said face shield, actually. Tell me more. Brown Dude says everything. What do you mean by everything? As they say in my neighborhood, I ain't even do nothing, though. Man, I feel like I was missing a little bit of spice in there, and a little bit of energy, I want to say. Tech, let me go ahead and ban you instead. I got power by secret person. Haha! Joke's on you. You can't have power. Because you are not a moderator, huh? That was so evil. Howdy, howdy, it's Dizzy YTT. Thanks so much for jumping in, bud. How's your night going so far? It's been a while, by the way. Like, hashtag it's been a while. Unstoppable Trimax. EA Sports. Finish the rest. Okay. EA Sports. It's in the game, I think. I legit really want that face shield for when I'm flying. Wait, are you guys talking about, like, the RGB face mask? The face shield dropped recently. What? Are you guys talking about the face mask? Like Project Hazel? The world's smartest mask. Okay, I don't think you guys are talking about that because unfortunately it has not dropped. It's only a concept at the moment. He's doing it so you can unban him, but if you do, Machina is going to be really mad. I'm not going to unban him. That decision is final. Because I can't take any more risks. Let go. Or do you mean let's go? Good. And yes, I know, been busy. I totally get it, man. No worries. I understand. Busyness and, well, I mean, priorities can surely get the best of you. I'm the best. I disagree, actually. Did you get new shelves? Yes, I did. You see, okay, I've been waiting for the last couple of streams for somebody to actually bring it up. Thank you, Dizzy YTT, the only person that has noticed so far. And since you asked, yes, this is a brand new display case where I'm currently placing some of my figurines in, because I've been getting into that lately. So up there is a Noctis Play Arts Kai figurine from Final Fantasy 15, and over there's a Fate Grand Order figurine, and then there's a Naruto figurine of Sorcery. It's like a really tiny one. So I'm still waiting on some more to arrive on the mail, hoping for the best. And yeah, you know, thank you for noticing. Finally, someone did. Gosh. It's okay if you got comfortable. Uncomfortable. I would too. Oh, with him around? Yeah. I mean, like, it is what it is. I'm sure that nobody really liked having to deal with that mess. Razor be like, get protected from the virus with RGB. The RGB lights do work. LOL. Someone got banned? Yes, someone did get banned. A very prominent figure that shall be remembered throughout history. I pay attention. Yes, you do. Thank you. Wait, headphones too? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes. These are also new. Thank you. Yes, I got these some time ago, though. I've been enjoying them quite a bit. I like them. I love them. Wait, that's just a really weird compliment. What is a really weird compliment exactly? Hack brakes. I think the closest thing we're going to get is the air microclimate. The air microclimate. Let me see. Microclimate air. On microclimate.com, all I see is sparks here. Oh my. This is so interesting. It's like an actual helmet. Full-faced super mask. Impact resistant. Full-faced and fog-resistant acrylic dome. Capable of improved protection for the wearer in activities where a face shield is desired. Carpentry, grinding, power tool use, lawn and garden use. HVAC installation, and more. But does it protect against COVID? I don't see anything about that. So I'm gonna take that as a no. Dizzy YTT. It's not telling me exactly what you did, Dizzy. Ah, okay, there we go. Ah, you've hosted me, buddy. Buddy pal. Thank you. Thank you for being a pleasant host. That is indeed appreciated. I'm like, something is different. I well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad someone noticed here because it gave me the opportunity, actually the obligation to talk about it. When is Nanny Tech, when will Tech Nanny be back, you're asking? I'm not entirely sure. My nephew has been a little more, I want to say, reserved when it comes to knocking on my door while I'm streaming, which I honestly do kind of appreciate because, I kind of just want to focus on this. But it's okay if he does end up coming in. It is what it is. Everybody here does love him. You have a nice voice, like if you were a singer, and then I guess it'd be fine, but think about who it's coming from. I mean, I guess so. I'll take the compliment. I would never say no to a compliment. Have you ever got scammed while shopping for gadgets? No, I don't think so. But I have been scammed while selling gadgets. Which video was the complaint on? The compliment, you mean? It was on my last one. I think it was the Raycon H20, but I could be wrong. It could be the one before that. The brand of the shock mount I was buying from is called Silence. That's such an eerie name. I dig it though. As the edgelord that I clearly still am. I don't know, but I've seen people wearing them on planes. That is insane. I mean, would you get one? Like, ignoring my opinions on it, would you get one? Because ultimately, my opinions on it do not matter whatsoever. If you like the idea and if you find it useful. My take is just that I would not wear it. It's a little much. I would feel like an astronaut, but on Earth. But I do want to know your take. You guys' take in general. Like if you guys know about the microclimate Air, which is like a full-size helmet, that is, I mean, it is being advertised actually as being used like during work so that you don't get sparks on your face if you're cutting metal or anything like that. But it seems like people have been getting these also to help with COVID. Why are there two Dizzies? Kind of sus. Oh no, that means that there's a fake in here. I don't know, but I've seen through planes. Okay. I read that. So when can I get free merch? Oh, hey, free merch is not included in the Patreon tier, unfortunately. What is included, however, in the Patreon tier are going to be bonus episodes of the Tech Summit podcast and also early access to reviews. And you also get automatically entered onto monthly giveaways. And this month we are giving away a pair of Raycon H20 headphones. Next month I'll have to see what we're going to be giving away, but I kind of want it to be something more Elgato related, like something for streamers that a streamer would very much appreciate. So yeah, I am still thinking about that, but we'll see. On the laptops, I want a free pink Tech Summit sweater. Man, everyone wants free stuff. Like, what about my wallet? Tech, sign my chest. Fine, if you buy the Sharpie. No, I'm joking. I promise to have one. Razer Barracuda X wireless multi-platform gaming and mobile headset. 250 grams. Ergonomic design. Triforce hyper clear. Cardioid mic on headset control. That is a lie. The hyper clear cardioid mic part. That is a big fat lie. On headset controls, 20 hours battery life with USB-C charging. I am interested in grabbing that headset for review, actually. Hackbreak says, I think it's slightly too large for my taste. So if it were just a little bit smaller then. Like, let's say that it perfectly matched like the shape of your head and everything. Would you get it then? I guess an edgy brand decided to be kind enough to make a third-party shock mount for the K678, but honestly, it feels great, so it's worth it. Also, I clicked on it on Amazon, and all I saw were movies. Really? Like, they were just recommending a bunch of movies to you? That's odd. Were they horror movies? Is there such a thing as a 75% keyboard? I don't think so. Like, in case you needed specifically 3/4 of a keyboard, I don't think that's available. A TKL. TKL. I don't know why I read it the way that I did. V keyboard. Oh, there is a product I sent you a while back. Any chance you can check it out? What product was that again? Please remind me. I am so sorry. Can you remind me on what product that was? Hey, I'm OG, you know. I know that you're OG. You've been here from the beginning. And by the beginning, I mean like a few months after I started streaming. But yes. Would you include that headset on the headset video? Yes. Yes, I would. I think it would be the ideal headset, actually, to include. You should switch it up a little, Tech. Like, give away a Tech Summit travel kit. IG backpack, water bottle, those cushion things that you put on your neck, other things. IG, I think that's a pretty good idea, actually. Like some months, instead of doing straight up tech, I could do like merch, or what I could do is do tech and maybe like one piece of merch as well. I think that would be pretty cool, actually. I would wear a full dome mask. There are a couple of nice benefits. For one, people who are deaf can read your lips, and my ears tend to start to hurt after I'm wearing a mask on a plane for more than 3 hours. Okay, I can see that, yeah. Like those masks that do wrap around your ears and stuff, they do get pretty uncomfortable after a while, and especially if you're like in a hot spot, it'll make that area sweat quite a bit. So this might actually help with that, since it's not like so much covering your mouth at that point, but it is still offering protection to the entirety of your face. I can see the benefits in that. It was a USB interface for XLR inputs. A USB interface for XLR inputs. Hang on, I'm going to have to check on Discord again. Okay. Checking on Discord now. Just a reminder that Mr. Tech has an Insta. Oh, you're too kind. You are too kind. At techsummit.tv. By the way, the product I sent is on Discord. Got it. I'm going to be looking for it. Oh, somebody sent a question a long time ago, actually. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. I don't really get notified about these things anymore. That's kind of frustrating, actually. Or did I respond to this person? I just don't remember, but it doesn't sound like I did it through Discord. Wow. Okay, anyway. Back to messages. Let's see, Dizzy YTT. Where the is your bubble? Okay, yeah, you better update it. Yeet. Okay, there you go. I found you. And I see. I actually have not looked into it. I ended up ordering a different interface that actually popped up recently on people's radar. And I'm going to be reviewing that one when it does arrive. But this is actually still a good idea. Thank you for reminding me of it. I'll see when I can check it out, but yeah, maybe in August. Is the Stream Deck Mini enough for most casual or starter streamers? It really strongly depends. My opinion is no. Because the Stream Deck Mini is just really small. Six buttons for someone like me, for instance, is ridiculously small. Like, I would have to keep like jumping through like folders and folders to like try to find other functions and things like that. So I would try to recommend that people get the regular size Stream Deck. However, there are times where the Stream Deck Mini is actually a great value for a lot of people. So like, it really just depends on how many buttons you need at once. Like, it really suits a very specific person's needs. Like, let's say that you only want it for transitions, for instance. Yeah, like, it'll probably be enough. By the way, okay, yeah, or that got you. Just curious, how much tech do you own, and what do you do after reviewing them? Okay, so I don't know how much tech I own in specific numbers, nor would I be able to estimate how much I own. But when it comes to tech after I review it, it depends. If I like it enough, I'll keep it, right? Like, if I feel like maybe this will come in handy for another video in the future, like, I'll keep it. But oftentimes what I end up doing with review units is that I end up selling them, like on eBay, in person, and things like that. So like, microphones I end up selling pretty often. Same with headphones, actually. I feel like Twitter, that people usually get canceled on. Yeah, right. And if you don't have a Twitter, you can't get canceled, right? Well, that's my philosophy, at least. No Twitter, no problems. I was looking around on Amazon. I saw an audio interface that you needed to have an XLR port to plug into your PC, so you need two audio interfaces. That's insane, actually. What would be the benefit in having two separate audio interfaces in that case? Twitter is just terrible community in general. Yeah, it's very toxic. It's like it's like the League of Legends community, but active 24/7. Loop deck is better. I actually do have a loop deck. I have the loop deck CT, and I think that this is genuinely genuinely a very great tool for editing. Like, it has been very nice for that. But it is very expensive. I'll give you $1 for your tech. I mean, I don't think I'm selling anything that is worth $1. But if you multiply that by like, I don't know, maybe 20 times, like 50 times that, then you might be able to get something. Well, that's a pretty good price. It's a bargain, right? I use Wirecast and X keys instead of OBS and Stream Decks. I don't know if it's any better than the other, but I wanted tech support. It definitely has its downsides, but I make it work for me. That's totally fair. Hey, I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I like to use Streamlabs OBS because I really like the interface of Streamlabs OBS. Though I am paying for like certain things monthly from Streamlabs OBS, like certain features. I even forget at this point what exactly I'm paying for. But yeah, Streamlabs OBS, I like it quite a bit. This is a good price for your tech. I disagree. Can I send you something on Discord? It's a TikTok video, but it's pretty short. It's like 10 seconds or less. Sure. Fine. If you're going to make me watch TikTok, then fine. It's like, I know, right? I'll multiply by 0. No, don't do that. And it will be 0. Exactly. Profit plus plus. 0 for tech is an offer nobody will decline. Are you devaluing who I am as a scammer? I mean seller. As a seller. Are you devaluing me? I will have you know that I have sold across all 7 Cs. Is it 7 Cs? Scammer. I didn't say scammer. I never said scammer. I would never. And it's so funny how the Stream Beats music stopped as soon as I got accused of being a scammer here. Okay, let's see. Let's observe what this TikTok video is all about. Cool. Wow, they got hit pretty hard, I will say. And if that was extremely loud in you guys' ears, I do sincerely apologize. Would you do reviews about DSLRs? Yeah, totally. I've reviewed cameras in the past. They tend to be mirrorless cameras, specifically though. And webcams. But yeah, like I would totally do so. Totally. I do very much like testing out cameras and taking a look at them. The issue is just that getting cameras to review is rather difficult. So it's like whenever I buy a new camera that I can actually review on. Followed your Insta. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. My Instagram needed that love. It needed that follow very desperately. Oh, also, I wanted to let you guys know, like just ahead of time again, next week I won't be streaming because I'm not going to be in the country. I'm sure that I mentioned this before, but yeah, like I just wanted to bring a reminder that I will not be streaming, unfortunately. As much as I would like to. Oh no, I was talking to Man, you just... How dare you? Okay. You're getting banned now. How dare you clown me? Clowning me like this. You should look at the Canon EOS 1D X Mark III. How much does it cost to buy these things? I dare you to ban me. What? But you haven't done anything on Unstoppable Trimax. It was Mr. Brown Dude over here who's being a ass. That's alright, you're fine. You're fine. What? Yeah, you heard me, I guess. Okay, so Canon EOS X Mark III. Did I get that correctly? Let me see. Oh, EOS 1D to be exact. Of course you would suggest such a thing. I mean, it depends on the kit here, but yeah, they're all very expensive. Now this is a beefy monster, that's for sure. Cooler Master is trying to do more than cooling in cases. They are trying to do PSUs? Huh? Oh, PSUs, like power supplies. Oh yeah, they've been doing that for some time. Peripherals and even monitors, so they're trying really hard. I can appreciate their efforts, honestly. The more competition there is in the market, the better. Are you looking forward to going to the Dominican Republic? Yes and no. Yes, because I would like to see some friends and family. No, because I'm not a fan of the weather over there. I've 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 been spoiled by New York City uh, um winters. It's like I never want to be in the warmth again. Like right now, we're in the middle of summertime, and I dread every day that passes me by. All right, banning at brown dude. Yes, please go ahead. No, don't look at the camera. And you didn't follow me. Oh, you see, he was lying to the both of us. He's lying to the both of us. All right, one moderator is in charge of banning the other. Go. I'm really interested in getting a full frame Sony cam. That is a dream for a lot of people. I think that a full frame camera, you know, like you can certainly get a lot out of it, such as much nicer and also more natural looking depth of field, or you know, getting that bokeh effect, and you also get like a wider field of view, and like you don't have to guess anymore because you're not using a crop sensor. You're using a full frame sensor. So it's like, okay, this is a 14 millimeter equivalent. Like you don't have to do that if you have a full frame camera. But full frame cameras, a lot of them I've noticed tend to be quite expensive for sure. I know. I tried to clown tech and it worked. No, it didn't. Okay, it did. What lens are you using? So right here, I'm actually using a fairly generic Lumix lens. So this is, I think, a 14 to 32 millimeter lens. I forget the exact name though. Let me see. I think it's just the Lumix G. But yeah, like it's a 12 to 32 millimeter lens, and it is a micro four thirds lens. It's not a Sony, so it's not using E mount or APS-C. I think it's what they call it. That's why I said JK, JK, JK. Well, I didn't believe you. Don't do it. LOL. Man, you guys are attacking each other quite well. I could get their keyboard, honestly. Couldn't do it. Brown dude, good job. Best mods ever, tech. Yep. I have good people on this chat right now. And I know that sounded sarcastic, but I meant it. Do Razer monitors suck? I honestly don't know. I mean, from what I have seen, they seem to be pretty good. I've actually been kind of wanting to get a Razer monitor, but there's no point in doing so when my current monitor is already, you know, still a great performer. So it's like, why? So let's try 4 seconds now. Oh, Jesus. I have a Canon 70D, but I want to get the Canon RP, but it's expensive. How expensive are we talking? Don't time me out for 420 seconds. Tech Summit never shares his favorite numbers. My favorite numbers? I don't think I have a favorite number. I'm gonna time you out for 911 seconds. Tech is showing his chest, kind of sus. It's because I'm wearing a Henley shirt. I had to do that. It's kind of mandatory. Banning tech right now. What? I'm getting banned by my own moderators. It's like we're at war with each other. I mean, you know what? Fine, go ahead, ban me. I dare you. Let's ban everybody. yeah, let's not have a community anymore, right? You can give me your monitor. No, I'll keep it. I want it. It's a VA panel, bro. So, if it looks good, it looks good. The RP is like $1,000, I think. Oh, well, that's not so bad. I mean, no, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, oh, yeah, I guess that would require some saving up for. No, I mean, honestly, like in the camera world, $1,000 for a good camera, is not a lot to pay. So, like, I'm sure that when you eventually end up going in that direction, it will very well be worth it. I flipped a coin. Heads was allow, tails was deny, or whatever it was. IPS is the superior panel. Yeah, IPS panels are usually better, but I have a TN panel on my current Asus monitor. I've never complained about the color reproduction on it. Blackmagic Design DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. Oh, what is this? Speed Editor. Is this a mobile app, perhaps? I use DaVinci Resolve every single day for editing, and I don't think I've specifically heard of the Speed Editor. I mean, it sounds like that's a separate app. You should look at it. It's not bad. Sure. I also got an 85 millimeter 1.8 USM, and it's so good. I mean, yeah, like you can get some very nice close-ups with that, actually. Tech is sus. I might be. Is it on Amazon? It might be, since it's discontinued, but it's probably renewed. Honestly, I don't really mind buying renewed from Amazon. I actually do it all the time. Man, like, if anything goes wrong, like, you can always say, Amazon, this thing is trash. I want to return it right this second. Come pick it up. And then they'll come and pick it up. Or they'll send UPS to go and pick it up. Look it up. Don't tell me what to do. Fine, I'll do it. Let me see. So we're talking about DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. It's on Groupon. Oh, okay. Okay, wow. Okay, I definitely needed to look this up because this is not an app. This is an actual piece of hardware. Huh. Looks pretty cool. I'm currently using a Looptech CT though, so I'm actually pretty happy with what I have right here, but this looks pretty solid too. Tech gets renewed? I'm following. I know. I'm sure that it's pretty hard to believe that I do indeed have the budget of a homeless man. So, yeah, I apologize to you guys for disappointing you. I wanted to trick you all into thinking that I wasn't indeed wealthy, but no. Far from it. In fact, I could be evicted any second now. Any second. Is renewed good? Like, does it feel that wasn't used or look like it? It depends. Some renewed items are heavily used. Like, it'll say it. It'll say it on the page. So about the merch, are you hand delivering? Ah, I see. Because we're both in New York? I mean, maybe. But since I don't have the merch here, I mean, like, the merch is in the warehouses for Spreadshop or Spreadshirt. So, you know, like, they would have to be sent to my house first, and then I would have to drive all the way over to where you are and just be like, here you go, man. Okay, thanks. Tomorrow, right? Bet. I haven't made any promises. I'm busy tomorrow. I'm busy. Ooh, get me a pink sweater before 40 minutes. I would never. I don't even have one on here. It would be impossible. I like editing with my iPad. Should I get an animation tablet to edit? No, no, don't get an animation tablet to edit. Like when it comes to editing videos and things like that, nah, like just stick with mouse and keyboard or have like an editing, I suppose, console for that. An editing console like the Looped XCT and things like that. Or the DaVinci Resolve speed editor. What sound panels are you using? I like the pyramid design. Oh, thank you. I don't know if they're still for sale on Amazon. I bought them on Amazon. Hang on. I have to go ahead and check. And if I recall correctly, they don't have that many different color options. But I'll try to check in my previous orders and let you know in just a bit. Yo, I would go to your place to get it signed, but I've been so busy since I'm moving. Oh man. You see, as much as I would appreciate that, I have to say that I can't allow any of you to come to my house for the sake of privacy, or privacy, as some people say. So yeah, like I would rather go to you, if anything. Let's see. I'm trying to look for it. BRB. Oh yeah, no worries. If I was allowed, of course. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, no one is allowed in my dungeon. If we weren't on YouTube, I would use more explicit terms, but we are on YouTube, so I have to watch my mouth. But no one is allowed in this dungeon. Nah, I'm still going too bad. Oh, well, I guess anonymity out the window. Oh, no, wait, he was joking. He just clarified. Ha ha ha. About the comment I made earlier about building a lower end PC for programming, yeah, I didn't mean like coding unless I do something else, but I'll have to see. Yeah, honestly, I can see that you have been giving what PC you're going to be getting a lot of thought, which is a great thing. Like definitely a great thing. Just you know, don't rush into it quite yet, especially if it's going to take time to save up the money regardless, because I mean, next year we're probably going to be seeing new graphics cards, definitely going to be seeing new CPUs this year and the next. So yeah, like I would probably wait up on that, you know, and also to kind of like decide what it is that you want to do as well. Is a 1440p monitor good for 60 Super? If you're referring to gaming, yeah, like it'll be totally fine, I think. You might not be able to play every game at max settings, but you'll be fine. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the experience of using a desktop. It might sound corny or dumb in general, but I've never had a desktop. I've always had a laptop. No, I completely understand, actually. I mean, I used to be in your position myself. I had to bag a lot of groceries, just working on tips only before I finally made enough money to buy myself a laptop. And then it was through my college financial aid that I was able to buy the PC components, and I finally had like a desktop of my own. It is like a special feeling, especially the first time. Jungle Cat, hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? And thanks for stopping by. So I'm a head out, Mr. Tech. Have a good one. Oh, well, you too, bud. Enjoy. Until next time, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Stoppable Trimax. Bye, Tech. Wait, you're saying bye to me? Oh, Pranks, you looking for a PC build? What? You just wanted to leave Twitch, you lying liar. I mean, either way, it is that time already where I should probably be heading out, considering the time and considering that tomorrow I have to wake up early to film 4 episodes of the podcast, 2 bonus episodes and 2 regular episodes. Since I'm going to be traveling, we're going to have to film in advance. So with that said, I wanted to say thanks to all of you for jumping into tonight's live stream. It really was a lot of fun. You guys always make it quite the adventure, I have to say. But I also wanted to give a very special thanks to hang on. Oh man, the messages are gone. To Soika. Well, thank you for that super chat from earlier, and Hack Breaks, thanks a lot for that super chat from earlier. Pretty awesome. Again, like, thanks to all of you for all of your support, and support also comes in the form of just watching and participating in chat. So thanks a lot for that. I do very much appreciate it. Is there a stream tomorrow? The answer is yes. I will be streaming again tomorrow night, as per usual. So yes, you should expect that. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for everything, and hopefully next time you guys will comment a little bit more on my my setup back there. But anyway, have a good one, and